Hispanics represent a key demographic in the Sacramento region, driving both population growth and economic development. Hi, I am Jocelyn Cuevas with Telemundo 33. The Sacramento Hispanic Chamber of Commerce continues to serve as a bridge that transforms dreams into reality. And today they are releasing the third edition of the Hispanic Economic Report, a powerful resource that unites our communities by highlighting inspiring data and showcasing the impact Hispanics have on the greater Sacramento region. And here to share the mission and main goals behind this report is Kathy Rodriguez Aguirre, President and CEO of the Sacramento Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. This is the 2025 State of Hispanics.
The Hispanic Economic Report, we did the first one in 2021, and it laid the groundwork, let us know, here is where our Latino community is as a baseline across the 6-county region. Now in 2025, we're seeing the third edition of this report. And what's exciting about it is we can see where real progress has been made. When we look at it, we can say, here's where opportunities are, and through collaboration, we can really rise up all together. What's also really great about this report is what I hope for Hispanic and Latino community, that when they look at this, they feel empowered, that they realize that they are part of something really vital that's happening in our region. And I really hope that when they go through this data and they come home and they talk about it with their kids and their families, that they realize how important they are to this region and also to this nation as a driver in the economics that we need to see.
The Hispanic Economic Report highlights that we are the fastest growing and youngest segment in the region. Today, Hispanics make up 23% of the total population in the greater Sacramento area. But what does this mean in terms of purchasing power? Hispanic households now earn a little over $79,000 annually, representing 84% of the median income for non-Hispanic households. This is the highest it has ever been. To dive deeper into how the growing purchasing power is shaping key markets like housing, we met with Rico Rivera, President of the National Hispanic Organization of Real Estate Associates.
We at the National Hispanic Organization of Real Estate Associates believe that the Hispanics are driving the housing market in the last 2 years here in the Sacramento area compared to other markets or other segments. The increasing purchasing power of the Hispanic buyers is influencing the overall market because it touches everything. Anybody that has to do with the house, right? You're talking about painters, we're talking about landscapers, we're talking about concrete workers, construction, carpentry, everything you can think of. Whenever somebody buys a house, that is exactly what they're gonna be looking into, and it really influences our entire economy.
So home ownership is becoming a key pathway to building generational wealth, but where does this pathway begin? Education continues to be a key area of focus for our community. While 20% of the region's Hispanic working age population holds a bachelor's degree or higher compared to 38% of non-Hispanics, the gap is steadily closing over time. But still, challenges remain. Hispanic students are graduating high school at nearly the same rate as their peers, but fewer are meeting UC or CSU requirements or pursuing college overall. We spoke with Professor Roy Ingram, who shared insights on the representation of Hispanic students in higher education and their impact on the local workforce.
In a lot of technology programs like ours, Hispanics are often underrepresented. And although college attendance is growing, it's not improving as fast in our programs as we'd like to see it. So providing visibility to underrepresented populations would be a key component of what we'd like to accomplish. Sierra College, we are trying to make this be a Hispanic serving institution, and we are at 23% enrollment. That needs to be at 25% enrollment. So we're right on the cusp of making this be a federally recognized institution. So when the Hispanic community thrives, the whole community thrives. Often this is with first-generation college students that go on to be technicians, that go on to be engineers, that it lifts up their families and then those around them. The whole economy will thrive when we have these enrolled in our classes and then see them all the way through to completion and workforce development.
And for the Chavez family, education is personal.
Recently, my grandson here, still in high school, the shop classes are no longer offered at the high school level. So he was getting the book understanding of the classes, but not the hands-on training that they offer here. So this is a great opportunity for them to learn and grow.
The Chavez family is a good example of the resilience and hard work amongst Latinos. Hispanics in the 6-county region are more likely to be in the labor force and less likely to be unemployed compared to non-Hispanics. With more Hispanics in the workforce, accessing healthcare becomes an even greater priority for our community. Education may open the door to opportunities, but health is what sustains those opportunities for future generations. To talk about the biggest challenges Hispanics are facing when it comes to accessing healthcare and how organizations like Kaiser Permanente are working to close those gaps, we are joined by Dr. Reese.
Some of the major challenges that our Hispanic populations face are language barriers. So with language barriers, there's lack of communication, miscommunication, and this could cause problems with not getting the proper care or getting delayed care. Another thing is systemic issues, for example, insurance issues, socioeconomic issues, and then also fear of accessing healthcare due to their immigration status. And another thing is also medical literacy, health literacy, not able to navigate through the complex medical system. And then also not understanding some medical information or medical jargon that can also hinder their care. This economic report is extremely important, especially for organizations like Kaiser Permanente, to learn where we can put our support into the right places.
This report is a call to action. This is an opportunity for all of our leaders to align around an economic development strategy for the entire region, for our policymakers, for our government leaders, for our business leaders, for our educators, for our small businesses, for all of our neighbors to see where we fit in this economy and grow together. The Sacramento Hispanic Chamber is committed to making sure that everyone is brought around the table as a part of this economic development strategy. So as we move forward, we need to all lean in, listen to this information from this report, make sure that we can see how we can provide bold solutions to move the entire region forward. We're committed to doing this work together. Juntos Sacramento.
The Hispanic Economic Report is more than numbers. It's a roadmap of progress, challenges, and opportunities ahead. By strengthening the pathway to home ownership, higher education, and healthcare, we ensure our community not only thrives today, but builds a stronger tomorrow. To access the full Hispanic Economic Report, visit the link on the screen. On behalf of Telemundo 33, I am Jocelyn Cuevas. Thank you for joining us in the 2025 State of Hispanics.